What up, bro?
Yo.
What you trying to do?
Shit. Look at this. Look at it. I don't trust this motherfucker, boy.
This thing is freaking mint, bro. Freaking mint. Over 4 years, bro. Over 4 years, we've had this thing turbo. It's freaking crazy to think about, man. I cannot believe that it's been this long. We always hope that an engine will stay together. We always hope that a setup will work and work on a budget. Well, I do anyway. And I'm sure a lot of people watching are probably like me, man. Your pockets aren't that deep. You know, this is my own house. I got kids. I can't throw tremendous amounts of money at these cars, but we can still have fun, boys. We can still have fun. And this car is freaking proof. This is proof, man. A lot of people watch that Dude in Blues review on it, and we're like, there's no way he got that car for $800. I did. It was running and driving with an F22 in it. $800. The head gasket was bad. So I don't be caring about the motor because you know me, I'll just grab something JDM or something else that I want to swap into it. Only thing I like was the shell is really, really clean. There's not a lot of damage on this car. Really, there's just a little fender rust back here behind the tire, which is pretty common with all CB7s. But the interior is immaculate. Like, the whole car in general was really nice. So, gave the guy $800. Good title, clean title, everything. So, got it home. We did a JDM F23 in it, which was $300. This was 4 years ago. This was pre-COVID. Now, people probably don't believe me, but these engines were $400 once, and the company that I work with, because I bought so many JDM motors from, they actually gave me $100 off. So that's how I got this engine. It was $299. They made it out to be $300. It might have been a little over like $308 or something like that, but they made it out to be right at $300 with tax and everything out the door. So yeah, $300 motor. Then we got a $200 turbo. Well, we started with a $200 turbo, but we did upgrade to the Street Series from Maxpeedingrods. So this turbo is like a step above, supposed to be a step above the one that I started. But the one I started with the like the aluminum wheel in there, that thing is $150, and it's now cheaper than that. It's like $130 now. So once you give or take that turbo versus this turbo, you can average it out to be about $200 because you got $150 turbo, and then this one, when it first came out, this one was like $270, but it's a lot cheaper now. Like, you can get them for, I want to say they're like just over $200, maybe like $220, $230 for the billet wheel one. But I can't tell a freaking difference, guys. It feels the exact same. It's really, really there, if that makes sense. This car does not feel like a typical turbo Honda. This car feels like a torquey all-motor car. Like, that's kind of the best way to sum it up. Is when you hit it, the power just comes in almost immediate, and she'll just carry you right on through the RPM range. But so we got that $200 turbo. We have support and modifications from Maxpeedingrods. We got a Jackspania Racing wastegate here now, and really, guys, honestly, the only reason why I switched to the Jackspania was the Maxpeedingrods one had it ended up developing some rust, I think, in the inside, and it made the valve not want to open properly, which is completely my fault because I don't drive this car that much, so it gets a lot of condensation and rust and stuff will or start to develop whatever. But yeah, so I wanted to work with my other companies as well, so I hit up Jackspania. They sent me the wastegate, but it feels and acts, you know, pretty much the same as the Maxpeedingrods one, so there's no difference there. We are running a Maxpeedingrods blow-off valve. Sounds good to me. All of this piping is a universal piping kit. I think I bought this. I might have bought this one off eBay. I don't think I got this from Maxpeedingrods. All of the piping kit was like 140, 150 bucks. And then it's got an aluminum dual core radiator in it. I think that thing was like 150, and then it's got 2 slim fans on it, but I think it needs a shroud, honestly. Like the temp will creep up if it's sitting still on a really hot day. Like I'm talking 88 to 100, it will creep up a little bit, but it's kind of to be expected, I guess. The turbo's like right in front of it, so it's just straight hot air getting thrown back onto everything, so it is what it is. But we've got Hunter tuned 1000cc LS decapped injectors in here, and these things have been in here since it's been turbo, guys, over 4 years. And I did have them cleaned once because I thought I was having an issue, but it turns out, man, it's just how that E85 will do. Like, it'll gum them up if you don't drive it. And we were able to clean them out, everything checked out. They're back running, same ones, bro. And when I bought these, I think they were like 100 and maybe like 120 for 4. Now I think they're 200, but you know, prices of everything is going up, so you gotta expect it. But still, 1000cc E85 compatible budget injectors, Hunter tune is definitely the way to go for those. It's also sporting the EGR block off. Why? Because I mean, it's like $12 on eBay, and I don't run EGR anyway, so that's that. It's got a stock Accord transmission. The actual transmission that came with this car is what's running it. Definitely needs a new one, but I keep saying, like, as long as it drives, I just kind of keep it that way. But if it ever like completely messes up, then I'll swap one in. But I probably need to go ahead and find one and have it on standby, honestly. James at J Mills Tuning built the entire turbo kit, as well as this custom intercooler down here. The one that I originally bought, which is what we're gonna probably use on the F2B EK out there. The one I originally bought wouldn't fit because it was just huge, and Accords don't have a lot of room in the front. So he ended up using this little custom fabbed one, which is good for, I think, about up to 400 horsepower. So we're still good right now with that. She is making about 355 and around 336 torque. But yeah, we got, I want to say these might be eBay silicone hoses, top and bottom. It's pretty basic, bro. Like, this is as budget as it gets. Motor wise, it's completely stock. I ran it completely stock for about 2 years before it lifted the head, and that was the only reason I ended up doing ARP studs and a committed gasket, just because, you know, when you lift the head, it blows the gasket, so you got to replace that, and why not go ahead and do an upgrade while you're at it type of deal. So that's where that came from. But otherwise, man, I did make over 300 without opening the motor at all. And so, and it didn't, like, the head didn't lift, like it got a little bit bad, like you could tell it was going, and we just went ahead and changed it out. So like, we didn't wait till it got real bad, like it really popped and pressurized the coolant system and stuff. Like, we didn't wait that long, like we could tell it, so we went ahead and changed it out. But other than that, it's got a Comp Stage 4 clutch in it. You know, you can't cheap out on clutches, else you'll be going back in there, which I learned the hard way as well. I did have to go back in it and do that, but you know, it is what it is. Inside, we got a chipped P28 ECU that I had my guy Nomis Industries go through. Huge shout out to him for always having my back. But you can see that little yellow piece, that is his Bluetooth module. So I can load up a app on my phone and monitor certain circuits within the motor, so that I can see what things are doing, coolant temps, all the different sensors that's in the motor I can monitor through my phone now with that little piece in there. So that's really neat. Hit him up for one of those if you would like one. They're not that, they're really cheap, bro. I can't remember what he charged to put them in, but the sensor thing itself, I think it's like 50 bucks or something. Really cheap. So, but yeah, we got a chip P28. The car is tuned again by James at J Mills Tuning. He does all of my Hondas. Every Honda that I ever swap, whether it's not even, it can be a stock motor. I love to put them on chipped ECUs and tune them and get two steps and stuff going. It's fun to me. But yeah, we got air fuel and we got a boost gauge. Boost gauge was like $12. It's a digital one, but it reads about a pound or two off, so it's not bad for what it is. And we got the air fuel. Got to go with AEM for that. But yeah, other than that, man, we got the Jordan Distributors push start in here to kind of modernize it. I need to switch that button out. They sent me a new button a while back. This button's been in here for like 5 years. So I need to switch that out. It's got also from Jordan Distributors a fuel pump relay upgrade to help support the Walbro 450 pump. And other than that, it's just a regular ass car. Now guys, I know once you add all of that stuff up, it does total out to be more money than say, you know, 2,000 or something like that. Like it's definitely, altogether this car has about, I would say, to be modest, if I include the car, I would say this is about a $4,000 car. If I include buying a vehicle. You can look at it how you want. I mean, it's hard to find stuff like this for $4,000. I see it all the time. I see like LS swap Civics and stuff like that for like $3,500, $4,000. So when you calculate all of that, it kind of makes it more worth it, I would say. Nonetheless, man, 4 freaking years, bro. Y'all smack the like button for me for the 4-year mark on this car being turbo, man. It is beyond me. This has been a great car. This has really influenced me to do more turbo stuff, because before this car, anybody that knows the channel knows I did not give one crap about a turbo anything. I just felt like they were unreliable. I just felt like I was gonna have all these issues, and I didn't want to deal with them, bro. This car has sold me on that setup, and so thanks to this car, we're doing the F23 Turbo Civic. Thanks to this car, we're gonna eventually do that K Turbo, and it's up from there, man. Maybe we'll turbo trap back there. Maybe we'll turbo the CD5, put maybe 5-10 pounds on it and try to get like 250 just for the daily purposes and keep the motor from me having to do like head studs and stuff. Just low budget stuff. But yeah, who knows, bro? All we gotta do is keep this channel growing, man. If y'all could keep liking, keep sharing the videos with your friends, and keep on coming back and watching the new content as I put it out, and we get to growing, man, we're gonna do some pretty amazing stuff. I promise you that. So make sure you stay tuned. I'm gonna wrap this video up right here. I will catch y'all next time, guys. Remember, respect all bills. Peace out.